Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's band concert. I'm Jason Ramsey, and I have the proud distinction of being the principal at Foster Elementary. As you know, it has taken much for our student performers and teachers to get here tonight. Lessons, rehearsals, planning by teachers, and lots of practicing. Please join me in congratulating all of our students for their hard work and dedication that led up to tonight's performance. I would also be remiss if we did not thank our Board of School Directors, district administration, and principals for helping us host performances like this, and our facilities staff and school custodians for their efforts to make sure school rehearsal spaces and this wonderful performance location were always ready to go. This evening, you will be entertained by our 4th and 5th grade band students from Foster, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Washington. Our elementary band members performing tonight are under the direction of Mr. Ryan Smith and Mrs. Kara Walkley. When you entered the building this evening, you also heard the Mount Lebanon High School French Horn Quartet playing under the direction of Mr. Brett McCutcheon, our high school band director. A quick note about dismissal after the concert ends. We ask that you remain seated until all students return to the auditorium with their instruments and their music. Elementary students go back to their original meeting rooms where they will pack up and return to the auditorium. Before we begin the concert, please take a moment to silence all mobile devices. We thank you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Good evening. My name is Kara Walkley. I'm the band teacher at Jefferson and Lincoln Elementaries. We are so excited to have you here with our wonderful ensembles and musicians tonight. Our first song is called Bugler's Dream in honor of the Olympics that we had this year. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, everybody. That was a really fun song for us to work on. That was called Rise of the Bladesmith, and if you couldn't hear in the back there, there was actually kind of a special percussion instrument that we had on that song. It's called a brake drum, and it's actually literally from a car. It's literally a car part back there, so if you could hear that back there. Actually, hey, Casper. Hey, Casper. Casper, do me a favor. Tap the brake drum for everybody so they can hear what that sounds like. That's what that was back there, if you heard that. Well done, well done. Casper, everybody. We're going to move right along to our next song. This is another great one for us to work on called Heroes in Glory, and we'll welcome Mrs. Walkley back to the podium for this one.
So when you think heroes in glory, you probably think of those people you see on the news, right, that are considered heroes. Well, James Swearingen said, I'm going to write a piece of music that is dedicated to those unsung heroes, those people that do things, those little small acts of kindness every day that don't get recognized. So that was his premise for this song, was to recognize those unsung, small, everyday acts of kindness heroes. So here is Heroes and Glory.
I'll give our percussion friends just a moment to get settled back in. We have one more song here with our beginning band group, and this group, they've just been a whole lot of fun to work with. It's hard to believe that, I guess, about 8 months ago, all of these kids didn't even know how to open the case to their instruments. So thank you to everybody in this auditorium, and there's a whole lot of thank yous that we'll get to later, but I want to make sure I say that now. Thank you to everybody here and watching on the live stream for helping these kids get to this point, because it's no small task here, and it takes a lot of patience in the classroom, and I know it takes a lot of patience with all the practicing and sounds that happen at home every now and then. So thank you. And beginning band kids, can we give a round of applause for your parents for all their support? And for our last song, I'm not sure why, but I mean, I guess it is just really, really fun music. But for some reason, kids love the Beach Boys music. It's just always been a fun one to do. Last year we did Barbara Ann with the beginning band. I think that, yeah, you can see they love it. They love it. They talk about that song almost every single week. I hear about Barbara Ann, so we picked yet another Beach Boys song to close out the beginning band portion of things. This is Surfin' USA. Did we like that one? We'll give you an encore. Here it is again. Thank you, everybody. You're a wonderful audience. Give us just a few minutes here while we get these kiddos off stage, and we'll have our advanced band up here very shortly. Okay, listen closely. Listen closely. We're going to go row by row. We need to take our time because the stage is really tight. Trombones, trumpets, baritones. Go ahead, stand up. Go out this way. Don't come around this direction. You're going to walk down the row. Walk down the row. There you go. That's what I tell you. Walk down the row this way. Take your music with you. Take your music with you. Everybody else stay seated. Stay seated. Okay, back row clarinet. Go ahead, stand up. Saxophone, stand up. Back row clarinet. Go around the row. Go right through the row. Go right through the row. And second row of clarinet. Stand up. Just wait for 3 seconds. All right, second row. Advanced band. You can start making your way up, please. Advanced band. Take your time, guys. Take your time.
All right, we are going to go ahead and get started here with our advanced band. Before we do, though, I just want to say how proud I am of these advanced band students. We threw a lot of pretty challenging music at them that you're going to hear tonight, and they've done a really good job. Hopefully they prove me right and don't make me a liar by saying that right now. But they've just been a real joy to work with. All of the students have. So our first song is called Union March. We hope you enjoy. Their music, it was cut off, and so they've been calling it Onion March, and they said I had to call it Onion March tonight. So here is Onion March.
We're going to get moving right along to our next song. Before we get onto that song, I do have to say this concert's always a bittersweet one because it's approaching the end of our time with our fifth grade friends here. So we're so very, very proud of them and all that they've accomplished. But the great thing is our band department is really, really great about collaborating and working together. So you may have noticed there were some 8th grade helpers here tonight that were guiding some students around. So thank you to those 8th grade helpers. I don't know where, some of them are over here. Yeah, a lot of them are former students of mine. So it's so nice to see them here. Thank you guys. So very helpful. And the other great thing about having such great colleagues here in our department is we're able to put on some special programs. And one thing where we still get to see these kids and where they don't travel too far is our summer band. It is a week-long camp that we offer, and it's happening in the second week of July. And I apologize, the dates are escaping me right now. But they will be posted in the Summer Enrichment course catalog there. So I believe it's their session 3 is what they call it, but you could think of it as the second week of July. So we'll have a week-long intensive of just working together again with these kids in a full band setting. We do a whole lot of fun music. They'll get to explore some jazz music with Mr. McCutcheon, who's our high school band director. They'll get to meet some of the marching band members and get a little bit of a taste of what it's like to be in marching band. So if that happens to fit into all of your summer plans, we'd love to see you. We'd love to see the kids again. We put on a concert for everybody at the end of the camp, so we hope you might be able to join us for that. And band directors did send out an email about that, so if you need to dig back in an email, you could find that in there. Our next song here is a song called The Tempest, and we're really, really lucky here in the band world to have some really great composers, and this composer, his name's Robert W. Smith. He's written a lot of really great music for kids, and the best thing about his compositions is he writes music that really just sounds like real music for these kids. Came in a little early there. But he writes some really wonderful music, and this has become a favorite of theirs. So here is The Tempest.
On behalf of Mr. Smith and I, we genuinely hope that all of these wonderful musicians back here on stage are planning to continue playing in middle school. We have really wonderful middle school band programs and also our high school band program. We've got our middle school directors actually here today. helping us out. That's one of the great things about Mount Lebanon is that we have such a collaborative and supportive band program. So once you're in as a part of the Lebo Band family, you're in, and we hope that your children continue to perform. There's a little QR code in your program, actually, you can scan to get a little bit more information about our middle school band programs and even our high school band programs, in case you're not familiar with what those programs entail. It's a little bit different in middle school than in our elementary program. That being said, our next song is called Snow Day. And now you might be scratching your head, like the students did when we passed this music out, saying, well, isn't it May 5th? Why are we playing a song called Snow Day on this concert? We were just so excited by the massive snowstorm we had in January that we thought, why not pick a piece of music and dedicate it in honor of that historical snowstorm in January? Woo! But in all reality, this is just a really great piece of music, and it was too good to pass up for this concert. So we hope you enjoy Snow Day.
Well, that song's always a fun one there for Snow Day. So sorry if we had to remind you of what that snowstorm was like. If you're anything like me, we had frozen pipes in our house, so that was a real treat. And that was also fun for me. I got to join in with the flutes there, so thanks for having me, flutes. So we're on to our last song already. Before we start the last song, technical difficulties, lights aren't out, somebody just bumped the switch. One moment, please. One more moment. I think we may have a friend in the back experimenting with the light panel. Well, anyway, that was fun. Just a plethora of thank yous that we have to give out. But first and foremost, to all of these kids up here, thank you for making music a part of your life. I know some of you are going to move on to really great things in middle school, whether that's choir, whether that's strings, or whether you continue playing your band instrument. We're just so happy that music has been a part of your life and we've been able to be a part of that. So thank you for letting us be your teachers, and thank you all for being the great students that you are. We enjoy every moment that we get to spend with you guys, and we don't take making music with you all for granted for a single second. So thank you, kiddos. To the parents and the families, once again, as I said with the beginning band kids, thank you for all of your patience, all of your support, all of the emails, all of the rehearsals that you've gotten to the kids through in the past year or 2 years, whether you've been with us for 1 or 2 years. We so deeply appreciate all your help. To our principals, to our secretaries, to anybody within our buildings that helps make this happen. It takes a village to make this happen here. So we are so very grateful to everybody that has made that happen. So if everybody could give me a round of applause in just celebrating all those different people. And our final selection of the night is going to be the Avengers theme. This has been another fan favorite, and I don't think these kids will let me leave the stage if I don't say one thing, but I'll say it in a minute here once we get our instruments up. If you've seen Avengers Endgame, you know where this is going. Well, it is only 7:42. Can we do that again, everybody?
Let's give all of our student performers and our amazing directors another big round of applause for a great job. Families, please remember to remain seated as our elementary students begin to exit the auditorium to go back in the backstage with their instruments and music. They will join you in just a few minutes once they get packed up. Thank you again for joining us, and have a wonderful night.